everyone, my name is Gabrielle Moses, and today, if you read the title, we're talking about why girls find guys who play sports attractive. Like, why is that? It's always in movies, we always hear about it, so I'm finally going to explain it to you guys, because the girls' minds are very complicated. You can't just read us. We never tell you our emotions or what we're thinking, because why do that when you can just confuse a guy? Okay, but before we get started with this video, be sure to hit that subscribe button down below and turn on my video notifications. Thank you very much, and now we're just gonna get started with this video. The first reason why girls love guys who play sports is because they're motivated. Motivation is so important with a guy, because a lot of times guys can be lazy, girls can be lazy too, but being lazy just isn't very attractive. But if a guy's playing a sport, he's motivated to do something, so that means he's going to be motivated to do other things in life. He's going to be motivated to go to school, go to college, and whatever you want. Yes, that might be looking into it a little bit too deep, but that's how girls' minds work. We're complicated, we overthink everything. So that's why motivation is important when playing a sport. Another thing, guys who play sports are determined. They're determined to win, and they know what they want. So a guy who's playing baseball, they're not gonna just be like, you know what, if I win today, it'd be good, but if I lose, that'd be fine too. No, they're not gonna be like that. They're gonna be like, you know what, I wanna win, we're gonna get that W, we're gonna take home the trophy. Don't know if they actually say that or not. But they know what they want. They're determined to get what they want. They have a goal set in mind, and they're gonna do what they want to do, or what they need to do to get that goal. So that means they're gonna go after the girl that they want. They're not gonna be afraid to take risks to get what they want done. Okay guys, this is the most obvious point there is. But a guy who does sports, usually it's a team sport, so they're good with working with other people, because with that, there's no I in team, am I right? Okay, anyways, yes, guys who play sports and whatnot, you know for a fact they're pretty good with getting along with other people, because if you don't get along with other people on your team, there's gonna be some problems. You might get kicked off the team. You definitely be able to tell if that person isn't good with working with other people or helping other people if they played a team sport and they just, you got that vibe. You know what I'm talking about?
Nope.
The vibe where that one guy on the team that everyone hates because he's so cocky, because he thinks he's better than everyone else, he only helps himself. You'll get that vibe. But if a guy's good with the team, they work well, then that's a good sign, because that means they're good with other people too. They're good with working with other people. And that's also good because if you're going to be taking home a guy to your family, you want them to be good at talking to other people, working, who knows, siblings. You might have siblings. You want that guy to get along with your siblings. That's where that teamwork kind of comes into play. They're good with talking with other people. They're good with just conversing, solving problems with other people, that type of thing. This next one, I really don't want to get judged for saying this, but it's so obvious that I can't just ignore it. But girls like guys who look healthy, and usually guys who play sports are pretty healthy. They're into their sport, so you know what? They might be bulking up, they might be lifting some weight. Girls like guys who look that way. That's just how it is. Those guys who play sports know that they have to be in shape to be playing their sport, because there's no way, if you're super out of shape, eating super unhealthy, that you're going to be able to play your sport. So girls do like whenever those guys are more fit, they look healthier. There's like reasons why girls like it like that. It goes all the way back to, like, you know, Neanderthal times or whatever.
Yeah, back in the Neanderthal days.
It was survival of the fittest. Girls, like, you gotta get who's the most fittest and who's gonna help you get some more babies and survive that long.
Okay, this escalated quickly. That's what I love about Gabrielle's videos. So a guy, when he plays sports, it just shows that if this was Neanderthal times, he would be able to make a baby with me.
No, and girls just like guys with hot bodies. There, I said it. I didn't want to.
Just get at the point.
I know, but I don't want to sound too harsh. Like,
Gabrielle,
girls love guys with a six-pack. Yeah, it's true, but I don't want everyone to hate me because I said it like that.
Would you rather get attacked for saying the truth brutally, or just avoiding
it? Well, I was like, I was very like softly going into the truth, because I don't want to be like, you need to have a six-pack to get a girl, because that's obviously not true. But girls Yeah, some girls appreciate six packs. Jack has just a nice six pack. I mean, you could show them if you want, but
No,
we don't want to get demonetized.
Yeah, well, also, your viewers are very,
they're
very
guys.
male.
Wait, let me show you my... No, I'm kidding. Even the dad bods. Girls find those attractive nowadays. It's like the bod.
Alright, next one.
Okay. Another super obvious one that I don't want to get hate for, but I have to say it. Girls will date a guy who plays the sport just for their status. Yes, girls will go after guys just because they play sports. It's in movies. Girls talk about it sometimes. It's just like a status quo thing. Like, guys who play sports who are on, like, you know, the varsity team usually are really popular. They're with, like, the group who everyone wants to be with. And if you're not a sports playing guy, that's not a bad thing at all. But some girls just have to be with guys who have that title, who everyone likes just because they play a sport.
And if that's the case, those girls are worth nothing. But unfortunately, that doesn't really matter, because if they're hot, and they're... I'm just being real.
Yeah. Girls, yeah, that's just kind of how it is.
Like,
if they're after the title or whatever, they're gonna go. If you don't like them, they're just gonna skip on to the next guy who also plays that same sport as you. So it's like, you take it or leave it.
But this applies to, like, just about everything. It's kind of like how girls would appreciate if a guy was successful and drove, like, a Ferrari.
Yeah.
It's not just the Ferrari that gets the girl, but
it
like,
helps.
It's
like
helps.
Yeah.
Hey, my boyfriend has a Ferrari. It's kind of like how people really, 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 really crave, like, Facebook likes.
Or, like, Instagram likes, that type of thing.
Yeah.
It's, like, it makes you feel better about another person. Like, you see them on their Instagram or whatever, they get a lot of likes, you think they're popular, people like them, so that makes you feel like you should like them too. So that kind of, like, feeds into it type of thing. Like, they're good at sports, everyone likes them, everyone knows their name. That's the other thing. You get to be known as this person's girlfriend, and, like, it might help you, like, meet other people, or, like, people might look up to you more, that sort of thing. It sounds complicated, but
it sounds extremely pretentious, but God, it's the truth.
It happens all the time.
I know so many girls that start dating a guy and they lose all of their friends and all of their social, like, ability because they're just not used to it, because they just leech onto their boyfriend.
Yeah.
And I also know a lot of guys that just completely cut off all of their friends just because they haven't had a girlfriend in their life, and they're just, like, so unable to gauge their time.
That's another thing with guys who play sports. One of the harder...
They're really good at telling the time. Like,
No. This is, like, one of the downsides. They have to be committed to their sport, and if they're, like, hardcore into their sport, it's going to be taking up time. So, yes, I just said all those good things about guys playing sports, but here's, like, a bad thing to make you guys feel better if you don't play sports. It takes up a lot of time, and if you're, like, if you're in that season wanting to go to college for it, obviously you're not going to have a lot of off days. It's going to take up time. Some girls don't want to put up with that. So that's an off thing to make you feel better if you don't play sport.
Another thing that can make you feel better is just know that if you do anything out of the ordinary, like if you're really good at magic, or you have a YouTube channel, or you have, like, an online business, I guarantee you that's more attractive to girls than being a football player.
Yeah, because it kind of sets you more apart. But I'm just saying, like, this is the when you think of high school, you think of the popular kids, the jocks and everything. You think girls are attracted to the jocks. Geez, I have started now. The jocks and whatnot. So that's what I'm just kind of addressing and talking about. But I'm rambling. So confidence with guys who play sports, I feel like is sometimes higher than the guys who don't play sports, because they know what they're doing. They're sure of themselves. They know how to play their sport, or they know that people are watching them. So I feel like it boosts their confidence a lot whenever a guy's playing sports. And girls like when a guy has a lot of confidence. I've talked about this in other videos. Confidence is very important. But since a guy's playing their sport, they're known for this sport or whatever, a girl's gonna know that they have confidence in it. So girls will go to their games, cheer them on, and be like, that's my boy, that's my boo. Like, that sort of thing. Because they know those guys are confident in what they're doing. They want to watch their boyfriend and be able to be like, that's my guy, like, that's the guy I'm talking to, that's my boyfriend right there, and kind of, like, show it off to the other girls. Like, where's your boyfriend? I don't see him making touchdowns. I don't know enough football words. And that's weird because I went to so many football games. But
see, Gabrielle never got that from me. All she could ever say was, that's my boy on YouTube. Look at him. Oh, he's so funny.
Okay, and the last point that I have to make is just pretty much, like, in general about guys who play sports. They're kind of known to be less they're known not to be lazy like at all, because they have to go to practices and whatnot. But this is just in general. Of course, they can be lazy sometimes, and you could definitely not be lazy and not play a sport. But I'm just talking about the athletes right now, because girls like guys who aren't lazy. They're ready to do things. They're spontaneous. They want to go out and do other things and not just lay on the couch all day and just do sleep or whatever. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to check out my channel with Jack, which will be down in the description. Also, my social media will be down below as well. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Comment that down below in the comment section. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.